Go. You pay
paid
a high cost of living for a low way of life. This is Dr. Adebo coming to you live here from Washington, D.C. with my sister here, Sharon Chapman. She has been in recovery for how many years?
25 years.
25 years from substance misuse. Talk to me more about that statement.
Ah, boy, my life, I paid a high cost of living for a low way of life. And what I mean by that is I paid with my life. That was the high cost I paid. I abandoned family, I abandoned friends, I abandoned relationships, intimate relationships, significant others, because I used to live and I lived to use. Everything was more important to me about using drugs than it was about having family, having friends, and getting involved in life. My life was about drugs. And it ended me up being homeless, being helpless, and being hopeless. And I'm telling you, everything about drugs that was appealing to me caused me to live a low life. That life was living in abandoned buildings when I didn't have to, because I had families that had homes. But I was too ashamed to be with my family, so I would rather be in an abandoned building with people that were like-minded. I had an education. I'd been in the military. So it wasn't that I was this abused person that didn't know anything.
Before that time?
Yes, I was in the military before that.
For how many years?
I had been in the military for 3 years before that.
What was your ranking?
My rank in the military, when I got out, I was an E4, and then I had been promoted to E5 when I started using.
Can all of you hear that?
Yes,
Can you hear
I had
that?
been promoted to E5. I dropped out of college because using drugs had become more important. I thought that way of life was better than what I was doing, because I was confused. I was deceived. I was believing that I was having fun, but there was no fun in it after a while. It starts off as fun. It started off with just hanging out, going to parties. It started off with maybe I'll smoke a joint, I'll have a beer, and that led to more, because there's a progression. And the people that introduced me to alcohol and drugs, which alcohol is a drug, those people never told me, wet or dry, it all gets you high. And the people that introduced me to these things, they never told me about the progression. I'm not here to say that everybody drinks or does drugs is an addict, but 90% of those who do that end up becoming addicts. And then today, I'm afraid to even think about using anything, because today there are drugs out there that when I used 25 years ago, we could smoke marijuana, and the only thing we thought about was getting hungry.
That was what do you mean getting hungry?
Hungry because it increases your appetite.
Appetite for food?
For food.
So it makes you to eat more.
It made us want to eat more. And it lowered our inhibition. So even
what do you mean by lower inhibition?
Because you become so relaxed and you become so out of it that sometimes you put yourself in compromising positions where people can take advantage of you. And that's why you will have young men give young girls marijuana to relax them. But not only they say that's to relax you, but it's not just to relax you. It's so that they can take advantage of you.
Sexually?
Yes, sexually.
I hope you are hearing. You say you are hearing.
Yeah, so they can take advantage of you.
You are hearing from someone that have been in recovery for 25 years. Remember, I've been telling all of you that your brain is not fully developed until you are 25. So it hampers your mental development, so you can't reason correctly. Even when they want to take advantage of you, you can't pick it, because it makes you a dummy, man.
And the thing about it, when I was in the military, what happened to me was I had somebody in the military and give me drugs, give me alcohol, and then molested me. So that was the way that he was able to do that, because I wasn't fully alert. I wasn't fully aware of what was taking place. Had I been in my right mind and I've been cognizant of what was taking place around me, I would have been able to see what was about to happen to me, but I wasn't aware.
Young girls, you are
I wasn't aware.
I hope you are hearing what we are saying right now.
So it was easier for him to take advantage of me, because I wasn't aware of what's going on. I was too relaxed. relax. I was too under the influence of something, and he used that to take advantage.
So it means that thing affect your cognitive ability to be able to think straight.
It does.
And make decisions.
It does.
There's somebody that has been recovering for 25 years from this. You can say how many years it took her. She's a homeowner here in the US. Now she has her own home, she has her own business. But it took many, many years for the brain to recover. That's why I've been talking to you at 20s, at your 30s. Some of you, I'm talking to you. Don't do this thing. You're telling me Snoop Dogg is doing it. Snoop Dogg is doing it. Are you Snoop Dogg? You are killing yourself without knowing. Carry on, my sister.
Yeah, you know, I used to tell myself a lie that when I was drinking and when I was smoking or when I was high that I could do things better. That was a lie. It was only through the grace of God that I was able to make it through those times that I was behind the wheel and I was driving, that I didn't kill anybody. It wasn't because of my own power. It wasn't because I was just fantastic driver. You know, it wasn't because I was so great. It was because there was a God that was looking out for me. You know, they say he looks out for fools and babies, and I was truly a fool at that time. You know, thank God
so
that
it affects you when you are driving.
Yes. So thank God that I'm not out there now, because now, you know, when I smoke marijuana, like I said, the only thing you may got hungry, you may got a little sleepy, your inhibitions were down. Now I had a friend who recently had a friend of theirs lost a son behind people lacing it with fentanyl. So now they're lacing everything with fentanyl.
So they lacing cannabis with fentanyl?
Yes, they're lacing everything with fentanyl.
So they mix,
now.
that's mixed drug.
Yeah, so now that you think that, well, I can take this and it's okay because I'm not doing an opioid, but everything is being laced with fentanyl now.
Wow.
So you run a risk of using for the very first time and dying on the spot.
Wow.
And I was selfish, and the selfishness is because I think that, well, I'm not hurting anybody, I'm just hurting myself. But if you have people that love you and care about you, when you die from an overdose, all those people are left behind, and they have to suffer.
Wow.
They have to suffer with your loss.
Wow,
You know,
wow.
so
That's why it's a high cost for a low life.
Yes, a high cost of living for a low way of life.
You can see the cost. That is another video we are doing to be able to help young people to be aware of the danger you are doing to your brain and your body, getting yourself into substance misuse problem, from cannabis to fentanyl to crack to ecstasy to amphetamine. And you also have ketamines. That one is also another one that people overdose on, and I mean people die from that.
Yeah, now they're doing K2 and all of this potpourri. That's meant to refresh.
That's K2 in England. They call it spices.
Yes.
In America, they call it K2.
Yeah, but it's meant to refreshing the smell in your house. It's not meant to be smoked and put into your body. But now they're selling it in the store.
I mean, I like that K2 is a poison center for the mind.
Yeah.
So if you are taking K2, that one does not alter your mind. It damages your mind.
It's a poison. All of it is a poison, but that is specifically on the packaging. It says poison.
It's on the packaging.
It's on the packaging. It says poison. Do not ingest.
So but it will do it. So if you are suffering, what are the side effects of those ones?
Hallucination, tremors. It's all kind of
manner of negative effect. That when people collapse, people lose consciousness, and all manner of things. You know, one thing I've learned is that you always look for the next eye. When you have one eye, you'll be looking for the next eye, and that is why we are telling you, don't go there. You spoke about something progressive. Progressively, you want to do more. It doesn't make you want to stop. It wants to always want to take more, and that is why we are talking about this. And you can see this Sharon talking to you from 25 years of recovering. So that's why we are doing it here on the street, that those that are here can hear us and be able to make right decision and make right choices. Well, I'll be coming your way again. This is Dr. Adebo, and this is Sister Sharon Chatman. We'll be coming your way with more information that will help you to make right choices. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.